It's the final night of the ISKA World Championship. It's the International Sports Kickboxing Association. And just now, the first real contest of the night, England won it. Their cadet boys team defeated the Jamaica cadet boys team by 11-12. Congratulations to the English team. And it's a nice segue into our next guest. He's a four-time world champion, and of course, he has helped to prepare the England team for these championships. We did tell you that the England team is on its way to successfully retaining the title they won in Greece last year, having won 48 gold medals so far. And we're talking about none other than Mr. Clifton Finlay himself. He has joined us. Clifton, congratulations. England, the team that you helped so much to prepare, you've beaten the Jamaican cadet boys. A good start to the final night for you.
It's been such a phenomenal, such a fantastic championships, and I'm just looking forward to the rest of the night tonight.
Yes, you've been here since Monday, have you not?
Yes.
Yeah. Could you just give a summary of what happened so far?
So far, we arrived on Monday to the championships, and the England team, there's 167 of us all together, and we are actually prepared for this. And going into the second day of the championships, we're actually on form.
Yes.
We're actually on form, but we knew our competitors were going to be the Jamaicans and the USA. And today, it's been a great day, and so far, things are looking good.
All right, so just now you saw the England cadet boys against the Jamaica cadet boys team, and now the USA girls team will take on the England girls team. These are just some of the packages that they've put together before the major fights. Kenneth, of course, I told you Kenneth Edwards is up in a short time, and of course, Mr. Finlay will definitely be here with us tonight to take us through, because as a former four-time world champion, he knows exactly what is happening. So Kenneth Edwards, one of the big draws here at Clifton. You're telling me that you've not yet had a chance to interact with him, perhaps not even seen him fight, but I'm sure you've heard about him.
I've heard so much about Mr. Edwards, and I'm looking forward to meeting with him. I saw him on TV at the 2012 the World Championships, the Olympics, and I can't wait to meet this superstar, Jamaican national superstar.
All right. We're gonna get to the event, the action behind us. You're gonna talk to us here about this. Of course, it's 1.5 minutes, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Talk us through what is happening here.
What it is, it's semi-contact fighting.
Yeah.
You've got three corner judges, and every time a score connects, the referee stops the fight, and you get awarded for a hand point. A hand technique to the body or to the head will be 1 point. And a kick to the body is 2 points, and a head kick is 3 points.
Yeah, and one of the interesting things here, it's the mat as opposed to the ring.
Yes, in the ring sport is known as, obviously in the ring and mat sport, we fight on the mat where it's more comfortable on the mat. It just depends which sport you want to go into, whether you want to go into ring sport or whether you want to fight actually on the mat. But semi-contact and light contact is on the actual mat. And then you got Muay Thai, you got K1, kickboxing, all in the ring. That's the difference. All
right, if you're joining us for the first time, welcome to the Montego Bay Convention Center. You're looking at the final night of the ISKA World Championships, the International Sport Kickboxing Association. And what you're looking at here on screen, it's the teams of England and the USA, the girls' teams. These are the juniors, and they're fighting for 1.5 minutes. The USA operating in the full black, and of course England, buoyed by that victory by their team a short time ago over Jamaica, will no doubt be looking for the double here. But the US has proven to be a very tough nut to crack as well.
The USA team have always been strong, and they've got some brilliant fighters, and it's going to be a close fight. This will be a close fight between England and the USA.
Yes. And you know these English girls very well, don't you?
Oh, yes, I know. Sienna Fellows at the World Championships through this week. She came second. And then you got Lois Morris. She done phenomenally well. She got a gold medal at this year's World Championships here in Montego Bay, followed by Paris Hughes, who got a second, and Alicia Imbush also got a second in semi-contact fighting.
Mm-hmm. They're in a break at the moment, right? What's the duration of the break?
It's 1.5 minutes, and then you get 30 seconds rest, and then the fighters come back out again, and it's the overall score what wins the fight.
Okay, so as we look here, tell me when a point is scored, because for the uninitiated watching here, take us through what's happening.
Okay, so the fighters...
Almost a semi-commentary on this.
Okay, so the fighters are squaring off. It's like a game of chess where they're trying to score against each other, and you see them clashing all the time. But it's the cleanest techniques which connects. As we continue watching the fight, they're looking to open up a score. And there you go, but she's touched the floor, the English.
Continue, Clifton.
Here we go again. The English fighter came straight in there with a reverse punch to the body and scored a point. She's firing constantly, the English girl, kicking, as you can see. But there again, the USA come back. They're clashing again. And Americans coming back stronger. 10-7 USA, they're firing away. They've tagged. Now another fighter's coming in from the UK. And it's 12-9. England are behind, 13-9. Ten seconds to go. England need at least 4 points to draw, or 5 possibly to win. But there you go.
So there you go. Congratulations to the United States of America beating England. And so the two team competitions that we just witnessed split. England looking for the double. Unfortunately, they didn't quite get there. America proving just too much.
Told you, America very, very strong. They came into these World Championships very strong, and they said they're going to take a lot of medals. And there you go.
Yeah. You know, Clifton, you've performed at so many championships as the teams, meet in the middle of the mat in good sportsmanship, well done to each other. Of course, the USA will have the bigger one because they won the fight just now. And as we're preparing for Kenneth Edwards, of course, this is his last competition. He lives in Canada now. And as you heard, Clifton says he's dying to have a look at him. But Clifton, you've competed at so many world championships. How would you compare Jamaica's hosting so far?
The hosting of the World Championships, it's been fantastic. It's been the opening ceremony, how they've looked after all the teams, the hotel, it's been absolutely fantastic. I'd love to come to Jamaica again for another World Championships. Yes. Absolutely.
And I must tell you that the president of the international body, Mr. Corey Schaefer, told me just now that they're already thinking of asking Jamaica to host another one.
That'd be fantastic, because we will bring more people over. Because once we go back to the UK and everyone has seen the standard and the quality of this World Championships, people are going to start coming. And if they hear Jamaica again, whether it's 2020, 22, we're coming back.
Yes. So you just saw there the Americans getting their medals, and we're getting ready for Mr. Kenneth Edwards. He's somebody most Jamaicans are looking forward to. In fact, he could very well claim to be the best known Jamaican kickboxer, martial artist. And you hear the name Kenneth Edwards being announced over the sound microphone, and you hear the crowd, the cheers from the crowds, and it's not only from the locals, the international competitors and visitors are also looking forward to Kenneth Edwards tonight. He's going to be taking on Mark Reamer. Clifton, tell us a bit about Mark Reamer. He's from the UK.
Yeah, Mark has only been doing martial arts for 7 years. And then he took a gap out of martial arts because he got a serious injury. And then he's only come back last year, where he entered our national championships and he won it. And here he is today in the finals.
Yes.
But he's got a tough fight against a well-known competitor.
All right. And it's the 91 kilogram weight class. And let's just tell you, it's 2 rounds over 2 minutes. So the first 2 minutes, then they'll take a 1 minute break, and then 2 minutes. So the duration of action officially is 4 minutes, and they'll have a 1 minute break. Clifton Finlay, the 4-time world champion, is here with me. He's taking us through these fights, having been around the world, and at the moment, you coach the sport now, right, don't you?
Yes, the England team. What we do, we have a national championships once a year, and then we select all the winners, first, second, and joint third, put the team together at squad training, and then we head off to the World Championships.
Here's a big moment now, Clifton. Kenneth Hall and Mark Reamer, and giving their instructions by the referee. And they're standing in their respective corners. They're on mats, and they're sent on their way. Kenneth Edwards, and I'm sure Reamer will also try to feel a process. But the 2 minutes, is it a great deal of time, you think, enough time for something like this?
Yes, it is, because this is light contact, where before I was talking about semi-contact,
yes.
Point stop. This is just non-stop, 2 minutes, and what the judges are looking for, what are sitting down.
Okay, talk us through what's going on here now, Clifton.
Yeah, but basically, it's your work rate.
Yes.
On it's called light contact, light continuous fighting.
Yes.
It's non-stop fighting, and it's the one who pushes more, your work rate, your kicking ability, and the referees will know by the end of the 4 minutes who they have chose to have won the fight.
All right, if you could just take us through a little bit more commentary on this, Clifton.
Yes. So there you go. Mr. Edwards is firing left, right, and centre. Some fierce kicking there. Mr. Raymer has called time there. Here we go. Ooh, Kenneth Edwards there. He ain't holding back.
1 minute on the clock. 1 minute.
So they've got a minute to go in this opening round of 2 minutes.
A minute to go. Yep. What Kenneth is doing is picking his points. Or they slip right there. He's picking his point and picking his opponent off. Mark's trying his best to get back.
Who is the dominant fighter here?
Oh, definitely Mr. Edwards. There's no doubt about it. I think it's his experience over the years which will, get the better of Mark.
So Mark Rima's headgear has been affixed after being knocked off by Kenneth Edwards, and now they resume.
Here we go again. Sizing up each other, looking for an opening.
30 seconds of the first round left. And Clifton, if they step outside of that blue...
If they step outside the blue area, the referee will stop the fighter and say he'll pull them back in the middle. If they constantly keep going out the area, he'll warn that fighter.
Yes. So who have the ultimate call on who wins this fight?
You got the center judge, and then you got 3 judges on the outside sitting on the chair. And the referee will stand the judges up, and then he'll hold both fighters' hand, and it'll be 2-1. It cannot be a draw. They've got to make a decision.
Okay, so 10 seconds left in this round 1. So there are 2-minute rounds, and they'll go for a minute break at the end of this one. And we'll see.
He might have to change his head guard. It seems to be coming off on a regular basis.
Yeah. So just about a minute or two. There was about a second or two left in this. In fact, 5 seconds left in this, the opening round of a 2-minute rounds. And Kenneth Edwards, as you heard from Mr. Clifton Finley, the 4-time world champion, at the moment dominating this contest, having to take a break, every now and again to fix his headgear. So we've come to the break in the first round of 2 minutes, and they'll go for a 1-minute break.
Yes, both coaches are talking to both fighters now.
Yes.
And basically telling what to do, how to improve to secure victory.
But we noticed when the score sheet came up a while ago at 0-0.
Oh, because when it's points fighting, it'll say 1 point, stop, 1 point. With light contact, there's no scoring. It's the clock will just run down.
Yes.
And then the judges will stand up and decide who they think has won the actual fight.
Okay. So it's about running the clock and allowing the judges to decide what they do.
And then the judges on the corners will decide who's won the fight.
Yes. So once again, we're coming to you live from the Montego Bay Convention Center here in St. James. It's the final night of the ISKA. That's the International Sports Kickboxing Association World Championship. The first time it's been held this side of the world, never mind Jamaica, this side of the world. And earlier we had a chat with the president himself of the international body, Mr. Corey Schaefer, and he says already they're thinking about asking Jamaica to host another world championship. So impressed have they been with the Jamaicans. Mr. Clifton Finley is with me. He's from Great Britain, a member of the coaching and management team, of course, and of course he's here trying to give us his experience of what the event is all about and take us through intermittently with a bit of commentary here and there. You're watching, though, Kenneth Edwards, the best-known Jamaican kickboxer, stroke martial artist, at the moment taking on Mark Reamer out of Great Britain. What they're in now is a second round, so it's two 2-minute rounds, and the one is out of the way, the break is already out of the way, so they're on the final 2-minute round. And as you heard Clifton say, at the end of it, the judges will get up and say who they believe have won the fight, so you won't necessarily see the score on the scoreboard that we see there. Clifton, pick it up again.
This is an interesting fight because what Mr. Edwards is doing is picking his point, he's looking, he's picking, he's getting in and getting out, and Mark seems to be struggling to match him. I think Mark's too busy worrying about what. He's more concerned about what Kenneth is doing than what he should be doing. He's worrying about what he should be doing to impress the referees, scoring techniques. But he's sitting back, and then the next thing that's going to happen, there you go, Kenneth is just going to attack him constantly.
What may the referee be saying to them now?
It could, when Kenneth went to sweep his leg, he probably missed him, and the referee is probably just saying, just be careful what you're doing.
All right, so we've got about 45 seconds left in this. This is the second round. Kenneth Edwards of Jamaica versus Mark Reamer out of Great Britain. And you can hear the shouts in the Jamaican penny section if you like. And it's 10 seconds to go in this contest. And the judges will, at the end of this, as Clifton mentioned, will be showing who they believe. What is the referee saying?
The referee's just warned Kenneth for contact. He felt that he hit Mark hard, and I think he hit his throat. I think he punched him in the throat, accidental. Okay. But he got warned for it.
Yes. All right, so we're coming to the end of this, the first feature fight
Oh, what
of
a
the
lovely
night.
technique there. That was a hook kick, straight on top of the head. I think Kenneth is far too strong for Mark.
Yes. I think because she's experience shining through. Look at how he moves around.
Yeah,
his mannerism.
You could look at that. Now he's just picking his point.
So we've come to the end of the fight, Clifton. Who you reckon won?
Kenneth, definitely.
Yes. And it will now appear on.
The judges will stand up, as you see. Centre referee will hold the fighters, and he'll say, "Judges' decision."
So
there you go.
Kenneth Edwards. No question about it. Clifton, you got that one spot on. But Clifton, Kenneth, as you mentioned, was just too strong for Mark tonight.
Yes.
And his experience shone through as well.
Oh, he's tremendous.
Yes.
You know, it's the first time I've watched him in his hometown, and like, the quality is there. It's a shame he's retiring.
Yeah, he's decided to go into other things. All right, so one to Jamaica, Kenneth Edwards on the board. So another gold medal to Jamaica. They've got 23, so they're now up to 24. You're watching live coverage on the final night of the 2018 ISKA World Championships from the Montego Bay Convention Center.